What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon, Kindle, and Create Space. Link will be in the description box below as usual. Go get it. PayPal link there also. They asked me to put it up, so I put it up. Thanks everybody for supporting. This video is entitled Bloomberg Apologizes for Stop and Frisk. So the mayor of New York, Michael Bloomberg, I think he's a billionaire, apologized for the implementing stop and frisk because it affected predominantly black men and Hispanic men, or Latino men as they say. So here's the thing. It's BS. He went to a black church in Brooklyn and stated this apology. It's political because he wants to run for president for 2020. So as a 60, 70 something year old, 60 something, 70 something year old man, at the time he implemented stop and frisk, he was very, very much so grown and intelligent. He knew what this would do. So now all of a sudden when he's running for president or wants to run for president, all of a sudden, I'm sorry. You know, my apologies, my bad. I shouldn't have done that. Now, I think the commissioners of New York are going in on him like, what are you doing? But here's the thing. It's just about racism, in my opinion, because if he says it was wrong, now that he's running for president, now the police department has to go, it was wrong. The mayor said it was wrong. What the cops gonna say is wrong? We kept busting black guys, and we really didn't get much out of them, but we kept busting them just to humiliate them. You know, the Eric Garner thing goes into that partially too. You know, but we want to act like this is some type of news that he's come to an epiphany. Yeah, the epiphany is they ain't gonna vote for me because of this. So let me go to a black church and get the black folks to vote for me. Because let me get this right. If it was sincere, he wouldn't have did it at a black church. He would have did it in the same city buildings that he implemented stop and frisk, that he co-signed stop and frisk, that he, you know, like a month ago, he was still all for stop and frisk. Got to go to that building. Go to the city courthouse. Go to the mayor's office and say it. Go to the police department and say it. You went to a black church. Now, the other thing about this is, what exactly is he apologizing for? My bad. Because in other news, that would mean you were incompetent. If you were 50, 60 some years old when you co-signed this, and you thought this was a good idea, but you were in a position to run the city. But now, maybe that wasn't a good idea. So either you're a rich idiot or you're an opportunist. I take opportunists. Because there's no way that you can get around the fact that, I don't know, let me see. Are you going to do anything to change the people who have stopped and frisked, the people who were wrongfully arrested, the people who might have got drugs planted on them and was wrongfully convicted? No, you're not going to do nothing for that. Absolutely nothing for that. That ain't finna... My bad. Now, you didn't have to apologize, but you told on yourself. Tell you why. The president didn't apologize for the Central Park 5, and everybody know he basically lynched them guys through the paper. But don't Bloomberg work for the media? So let me get this right. You don't want to run for president and they make a Central Park 5 type movie out of your stop and frisk while you running to torpedo your whole campaign. Interesting. I'm just assuming. You know. Now, the other thing about that is the police department has to be mad because you just undermine them. But here's the problem. It was only the white cops a lot of the times that were so upset about stop and frisk being illegal. Because let's be honest. Were they pulling people over? Were they frisking people that were white? No. Were they frisking people that look like Michael Bloomberg? No. Were they frisking people that look like their friends and family members? Absolutely not. They don't look suspicious. It's funny how white folks, especially in police departments, don't know what criminal, suspicious white folks look like. Which, by the way, screams incompetent. You don't know what a white criminal look like? You don't have a profile on that? Unless he's a school shooter or a mass shooter or a lone wolf. He's been going through some mental issues. So let me get it right. Now, all of a sudden, who's supposed to accept your apology? Since you're apologizing. Who's actually the guys that got hemmed up by the cops are supposed to accept your apology? See, who are you actually apologizing to? Like, I don't know. The little kids, the teenagers who look grown, that the cops hemmed up, and then we had a school ID, and they got their little bully complex in, intimidating them, yeah. Yeah, you got another one, Jim. Who are you apologizing to? The parents of the kids who got to get traumatized and the cop, write a report. Just write a report. That, you know, who you apologizing to? The families that had to deal with that. The same neighborhoods the cops go, why you don't want to talk to us? Bitch, you stopped and frisked me 5 years ago when I was a high school kid. I remember you. They don't like us in this neighborhood, Jim. I don't know what happened. He just told you what happened, you little bitch. Who you apologizing to? Now, on top of that, the church is normally predominantly black women. You didn't do stop and frisk to black women. So, the women are going to go back and tell the guys that, I'm sorry, vote for me. Nope. Now, I don't understand, this other thing about it. You need the black vote that much? What happened to all the white people who were agreeing with stop and frisk? What happened to, what happened to the Asians that didn't get stopped and frisked that should vote for you? What happened to, the Hispanics or the Latinos who might still rock with you? What about them? And by the way, this feeds into a stereotype and also says something. You went to a black church, but they normally say who will stop the frisk? Blacks and Latinos, the black and brown people. So if he doesn't go to a Hispanic church, a Latino church, he knew exactly who was targeted the most. Because when they say black and brown or black and Latino, a lot of those times, those Latino guys look black because they black. They just black people who speak Spanish. And it was New York, for God's sakes. Some Puerto Ricans look like a light-skinned dude. Dominicans look like a light-skinned dude. It's not them white-looking Cubans that they were stopping and frisking. So he apologized. So what? Who cares? It's just talk. What if he became president? He would fix it? Absolutely not. And now the police department got to deal with You threw, bad PR, which we already knew they was on that anyways. But now the man who gave you the green light also just cut you off at the knees. Wow, who would have thought? Who would have thought? I'm out. Like, share, subscribe. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.